What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, you picked a phenomenal video to start with because I'm gonna be catching you guys up to speed on everything that's been going on in my life. I cannot believe I haven't filmed a girls' night in slash life update slash chit chat video since the end of June. We are so overdue. Plus, I've been really wanting to vlog again, but in order to do that, I kind of have to fill in the gaps, otherwise my vlogs won't make sense. And I don't want to be stopping my vlog every 5 minutes to explain what's going on. I'd rather just address everything right here, right now with my glass of wine so those vlogs can, you know, run a little bit smoother. You guys request vlogs every single day and I want to give my people what they want and deserve. So let's start fresh. Before we get into today's video, of course, I have to give my Angel Alert Army shout out. So today's Angel Alert Army shout out goes to Brooklyn. Thank you, Brooklyn, for all of your love and support. And if you want to be a member of the Angel Alert, my neck just cracked. I hope you guys didn't hear that. I was like, if you want to be a member of the Angel Alert Army, all you have to do is be subscribed to my channel, click the little notification bell, and retweet the tweet that's pinned at the top of my Twitter for a chance to be featured in my next video and for me to follow you on Twitter. I feel like I'm slurring my words already. And I'm only half a glass deep into this video. This should be very interesting, but if you're 20, I'm so sorry, sweetie. I just spilled all over her. If you are 21, grab yourself a glass of wine. If you're not, I'm not looking, and let's catch up. So the last time I talked to you guys, I spoke about having COVID, about getting a new car that was kind of delayed because I didn't want to accept the things that were going on in my life. I was looking at new places but had no serious plans to move. And then something happened at the end of June that was like a light switch moment for me, and I knew exactly where I needed to be, exactly what I needed to do. And when I have these moments, there's really no turning back. Like, my mind is made up. I have horse blinders on and I am just dead set on my goal. And so within like 2 days of this incident, I sent an email to my apartment letting them know that I would be moving out in 60 days because that's the amount of notice I have to give here. They were super cool about it. I have been so blessed to live at a place where management is phenomenal. The concierge is great. The super stays on top of everything. And I am really, really sad to go. However, I am so ready for new beginnings. I feel like I grew out of this apartment almost as soon as I moved into it. Mind you, I moved in from my mom's house, so I had all of my stuff in one bedroom, and I thought, I'm gonna have a whole apartment now. I'm gonna have so much space, and I quickly filled that space up, and I definitely need more. I feel like I would be able to put out more content with a second bedroom dedicated strictly to filming and content creation, because to put up all of this is very much so a hassle, and sometimes I have so much going on in my life that I don't even want to think about doing all of this. It's just too much and I don't do it, and I don't want to do that anymore. I want to be really consistent with my content, especially here on YouTube, and I just feel like having that extra space will allow me to do so. I also feel like I'm a big fish in a small pond here in New Jersey, and I don't like it here. I don't like the weather here. I don't like the people here. There's nothing to do here, and I just feel like where I'm moving to will force me to be more social and get out there more. And I'm not going to tell you where I'm moving to just yet, but if you want to guess down in the comments below, I'm curious to know what you guys think. I will give you guys a hint that it is a place that I swore I would never move to. And here I am moving there. So my original move out date was set for August 31st. But I had to push that back. I'm not going to tell you my new move out date for safety reasons, but I had to push it back. And that is because I had a friend over 4th of July weekend, and Nala is very territorial, so for her to have accidents is not that surprising when I have somebody new over. But for some reason, this weekend really was like a red flag to me because she kept on having accidents all weekend. But then I was like, it's 4th of July. Everyone is setting off fireworks. She's probably scared. But let me make a vet appointment just in case, because something about this just doesn't feel right to me. So I made an appointment with her vet for 2 weeks later. I had called literally every other vet within a 20-mile radius for a sooner appointment, but this was the soonest I can get anywhere. So we went, she got blood work done. She is no stranger to blood work because she has seizures, so she gets blood work done every few months. So the vet agreed. It was 4th of July weekend and she was probably really scared, but she wanted to do blood work anyway. And the blood work came back that her kidney values were elevated. And this freaked me out, obviously, and I was like, well, what's the next step? What do we do? And her vet recommended an ultrasound. So a week later, Nala had her ultrasound and I dropped her off in the morning and waited around all day to hear the news of what was found. I was panicking. Like, Nala is my daughter. If you have been following me for a while, you know that she is not my daughter, my daughter. She's my daughter. She is the love of my life. She's my soul dog. So when this kind of happened, or when anything is wrong with her, my heart just shatters. So I waited around all day for the results of her ultrasound, and the doctor called me and he gave me the good news first, which was that her kidneys look normal. However, they found a massive tumor on her spleen. And he was like, tumors like this 2 out of 3 times are cancerous. He had a very sad and urgent tone in his voice, and he asked me if surgery was even an option for me, if I was willing to pay for a surgery like that, because they can go upwards of $10,000. And of course I was like, you know, do whatever you need to do to save her, because according to him, if this mass was left untreated, it could either, worst case scenario, be cancerous and spread and there's nothing we can do about it, or best case scenario, be benign and eventually erupt, because these tumors of the spleen are basically sacs filled with blood, and they grow bigger and bigger and bigger until they inevitably burst and cause internal bleeding. So it was like, either she has surgery or we wait until it ruptures and then it's a life-threatening situation. And I was like, no, like, let's have the surgery, remove the spleen. And he thought that that was her best chance at life. So I made the decision for her to have a splenectomy. She had it a week and a half later. It was the most nerve-wracking day of my life. I kissed her goodbye at the vet, and I didn't know if I was ever gonna see her again, you know, like, it's like she's such a happy, playful dog. So for me to like drop her off, I'm like, am I doing the right thing? You know, am I destroying her quality of life? Should I just let her live out the rest of her days? And, you know, I didn't know if I was making the right decision. So she had her surgery, and then I got a call from her doctor every step of the way. He was great. Dr. Moyer at Oradell Animal Hospital of Paramus. He was amazing. He called me every step of the way, and then finally let me know towards the afternoon that Nala was out of surgery. The surgery was successful and they were able to remove the entire spleen. She did have to stay at the hospital for 2 more nights for evaluation, but it wasn't over because that tumor was going to be biopsied, and that would take another 5 to 6 business days to get the results for. So even though she was out of surgery, we were not out of the woods by any means. So I picked her up 2 days later. I did visit her on the 2nd day because she wasn't eating, and that is obviously worrisome for any surgical patient. But Nala is very fearful when it comes to the vet or even leaving the apartment. She's a homebody just like me. So I went there, I helped her eat, and she ate when I was there because she was happy to see me. She was more comfortable, and unfortunately I couldn't pick her up until the next day. That was last Monday. It's Friday today. Her biopsy came back 2 days ago, and there were no signs of cancer in her spleen. So the mass was benign. So it's finally over with. I am so happy and so grateful, and this whole experience has taught me to really appreciate the things that matter in life, because I found myself getting caught up in people that have done me wrong, and you know, guys that have left me, and feeling abandoned, and like not having that many friends. And like, this really taught me to appreciate what is right in front of me, and I truly feel like I have a new lease on life. And I'm so happy and so excited that Nala will stay by my side, and she's happy and she's healthy, and we'll be able to do this move together. So that is the Nala update. So many of you have been sending your well wishes when I announced that she was having surgery, and I want to thank you guys so much for all of your thoughts and prayers, because they worked absolute wonders, and the best case scenario happened, and I'm just so happy, grateful, blessed, just all of the above. So in the midst of all of this happening, like I said, I gave my 60 days notice at the end of June, but the past month and a half has been crazy, not knowing what was going on with Nala's health. And I was unsure she could handle a move, especially across state lines, because I'm not staying in New Jersey. So I emailed my management to see if I could extend my move out date. They are literally amazing. So I did change my move out date. It got pushed a little bit further, but it's okay. Nala is okay, and I could definitely live with this. So Nala's good. I have a big move coming up that I am so excited for. I'm so ready for. Other than that, the last time I spoke to you guys, I said that I took a break from dating, and that has not changed. I am not dating anyone. I am as single as it gets. I haven't been on a single date since, and I'm really just enjoying my singleness. And that sounds very cat lady like of me, but I love it. And the next person I date has to be so special, because I am loving my peace so much that he either has to be great or he's not even gonna get the time of day. Like, he has to be more peaceful than my current peace, and that is very hard to find. So good luck to whoever he is. Speaking of which though, I've been getting a lot of DMs about the current challenge that's airing right now, about my ex and this person and that person, and all I can say about that is very much so none of my business. I do not care about any of the parties involved. Frankly, I feel like I am so far above it. Such a thing of the past for me, and frankly, I've already paid my dues with this man. My relationship was very public, and I understand that, but I've been single for almost 2 years. And of course, I've dated guys in between, but he was like my last boyfriend, but that was such a long time ago. That I'm like, can we all just let it go? Can we all just let this go now? Like, seriously, I'm just so over it. But yeah, that's never happening again. I'm good over here. Also, a hot topic in my DMs has been Baddies ATL, Baddies season 2, whatever it's being called this week. And the reason why it's been a hot topic is because I think Natalie had posted something on her story where like she posted her dream cast or something like that, and I was a part of it. And I have never spoken to Natalie. It's not that I have beef with her. I've literally never said 2 words to her. We never crossed paths. After Bad Girls Club, I kind of wanted to put that in my rear view because I was so embarrassed I ever did that show. I moved to MTV and I kind of made new friends there, so we really never interacted in any way. But then I was getting a bunch of congratulations for doing season 2 or being cast on season 2, and I was like, what is going on here? I was told to like hop on her live with her and all this stuff, and I'm like, no. Also, this first season of Baddies, if there's even going to be another one, I don't know. was so incredibly cringy to watch. I think this was a really great opportunity to revive an iconic show, and Bad Girls Club is an iconic show, and I'm so, now that I filmed this 6 years ago, I can say I'm so proud to be a bad girl, because that was a stepping stone and a really good learning experience in my life. Unfortunately, I feel like Baddies ATL was tragic. It actually almost angers me, because that's not the direction we should be going in. Yeah, not for me. Not for me. So good luck to all parties involved. I will never be a part of Baddies ATL. Sorry to burst your bubble, never. I think I covered everything. If I didn't, drop a comment below, ask your questions. I will be more than happy to answer them. So from here on out, you guys will be seeing a lot of me and Nala just hanging out every day, a lot of moving, a lot of single life, a lot of my friends, because I do want to introduce my friends to my channel. I feel like I've hidden them long enough. So if that is your cup of tea or glass of wine, feel free to join me on my crazy ride. Hit that subscribe button, follow me on my socials, because it's really about to get wild. But that is all I have for you guys for today. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Cheers.